Boom. We're live or I almost said this morning, this evening. We are live. Um, man, it's been crazy trying to go live on YouTube lately. Cash is King and I were trying to do a show together. Um, couldn't get couldn't get it to work, and then I was watching Cash is King's live, and it booted him off, and my stream just kind of ended too. I mean, I hit the end button, and it just kept rolling. Um, so yeah, I actually have a special guest sitting in the background right now that there is a new, how do I say this, individual that wants to experience YouTube for the first time. So I'm going to bring in my special guest this evening. You all know him already. Um, but yeah, let's bring him in here. The Mackinac Kid is in the house.
What's up,
What's up,
brother?
Killians?
I just been
How
trucking,
we
man.
doing?
We doing all right, bro. We got some big things leading up right here. Yeah, it's been a long time anticipation, and we got a big showdown coming up in the next week or two. A big turning point in my life, man. But I'm glad you brought me on tonight, bro. How you been, dude? I ain't talked to you in a good while.
Yeah, I've been good, man. Staying busy. Work for what I do, work's been really good. I did, fun fact, I did purchase a fifth wheel camper like a month ago, and put it up in northern Wisconsin, which kind of hurts because I'm from Minnesota and I want to be in Minnesota, like northern Minnesota, but it's so expensive to get land and stuff like that in northern Minnesota. So I found a place in northern Wisconsin that I really like. And actually, my wife headed up there today. She got stressed out at the house and just took off up to the camper. So that's where I'm going to spend most of my time off. When I get off the road, I'm going to be heading up to the camper.
Bro, you're about 3 or 4 or 5 steps ahead of me, man. Like first off, where you guys live at, but I've been wanting to get me a camper, man. But I want to go on that fishing trip me and you anticipated a couple years back. I hope we can make that happen, man. And I don't know. You know what I mean? Like I want to get me a camper and get me a little acre or two of land. And it's just I've been really focused on this lease purchase. It's been a long 3 year ordeal. But the next 2 weeks it's finishing up and I don't know, man. I'm glad you're doing good, Scott. I ain't seen you in
So
a long time, bro. I ain't talked to you in a while, and I'm glad to know you're on track and you got your shit figured out. You know what I mean? And that whole camper thing, me and my wife's been talking for a while. Like we want to get a camper, dude, and it's just like that's a thing I really want to achieve, and it's cool you already done that, man. I've been looking, talking to you how you been doing, and that's cool where you got it positioned at, bro. Like I want
let,
to do the fishing trip. I want to do that ice fishing trip, man. I ain't never got to go, and you hold all that in your hand. I want to go with you. I don't want to go with nobody else because I just want to go with you because you know what the hell's going on. We planned it a while back. We didn't get to do it, but I want to do it. It's coming soon.
yeah, well, I can look. You know what? I have all day. I make a delivery tomorrow morning, and then I have basically the rest of the day off tomorrow until I pick up. I'm actually picking up a 10 stop load, bro. Um,
Damn.
Yeah, crazy. But anyways, I'll start calling some resorts in northern Minnesota. The thing is with ice fishing, where I would like us to go ice fishing is Lake of the Woods. It's on the Canadian border. The problem is if you don't book early, you're not gonna get a spot. Like they I mean, we'll be lucky to get a good spot right now. You know what I mean? Like at a good resort.
Could
And
we
I
figure it
know a
out, or you think
few.
it's too late already, bro?
No, no, no. I'll be able to figure it out. I mean, it's never too late. I'll be able to figure it out. It's
Hey,
just,
whatever it takes on my end. I'm not blowing smoke. I'm not just, you know what I mean? I'm not bullshitting. Whatever it takes to make this happen on my end, you just tell me. Because it's been
well,
like since I watched Grumpy Old Men, bro, I've always wanted to go ice fishing. And I just want to go ice fishing. That's one of my bucket list things, like on the top tier. And whatever it takes, just let me know, dude, and we'll make it happen.
it'll take you coming to Minnesota in January or February.
Hey, I'm
So,
game,
so
bro.
be
I'll go
ready
throwing
for
a
some
dollar a
cold
mile freight to
weather.
make it happen.
Yeah. But anyways, I introduced you by saying, first off, are we done doing what had to be done when I walked into the store? Do you remember what your wife was doing when I walked into the store?
With
Is
my little fella, or
Yeah,
what?
is that complete yet?
Yeah, he's never laid down now. I know because she's not coming
Oh,
back yet. So yeah.
Oh, she's not coming back out, huh?
We need to show him, dude, because he's pretty cute, ain't he, man? Really, just
Oh
just being
yeah,
real.
super cute. How old is he?
He just turned 5 months old on the 10th.
Man, that's crazy.
He's been reaching up,
You're all
he's been
old and
saying,
shit,
"Dad,
and you're
Dad."
having kids. I'm
My
kidding with
my
you,
little
bro.
daughter's 15, and we just had a brand new one.
Yeah, no, but hey, man, that's awesome. Good for you. And
Yeah.
I'm not going to share details or anything like that, but being a parent to an infant is so
Full time.
rewarding and so difficult at the same time. I remember
Yeah,
I remember those days like it was yesterday. Um, but time flies by, man. You snap
it
your fingers.
does, dude.
My youngest is graduating this year. She just had her
Wow,
senior
bro.
pictures today. And it's like, my goodness, where is the time gone?
It goes by so fast, dude, and you can't get it back.
Right. I'm going to say hi to a couple of people in the comments, and
All
then
right,
me and
bro.
you'll get talking again real quick.
Yeah, bro,
Uh,
go ahead.
grade 8 transportation is in the house saying good evening. Barry's in the house. What's up, Barry? How are you? Hollywood's in the house. You is full of you know what. They don't want possible things going. I don't know what I was saying before. Jeff is in the house. Was watching both, and they both got booted. Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't
I
know
don't know
what
why.
happened, man.
I don't know why.
I I don't know what happened, but StreamYard seems to be working right now. So
Yeah.
knock on wood. Mike Nine Toes is in the house. Edwards in the house. Um, Jerome Jones. What happened to the last live?
We
I
don't
have
know.
no idea, man. No idea. Cash is King is doing some cash or king cash. Cash is King is doing some cash is king stuff, and YouTube said you're gone. You're gone.
Yeah.
They're not putting up with his crap anymore. Um, I don't know why I'm saying this. He's gonna rip me apart.
Man, I tell you what, bro, you're brave.
Well, I'll tell you what. You know what? Everybody's on. You know what? I'll talk about something that kind of pisses me off. So you know what I don't like about YouTube
What?
is have you ever had somebody like look you up like I'm not saying like stalker or anything like that, but like there's people that are looking me up on other social media platforms.
Hey, the
And
shit gets real.
dude, it's these are grown men. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah, it's
Excuse me
crazy,
for
Scott.
cursing. I'm probably getting kicked off of YouTube now. But
Don't
it's
kick us
like
off. Whatever you do, just be easy.
I was talking to Cash today. I'm like, man, have you ever like looked somebody up on Instagram or Facebook, that you didn't know? And he's like, no. I'm like, yeah, neither have I, man. But people are weird. The thing is they want to be like you, and they're failures at everything they touch, and they cannot be like you. And they get
Everything.
jealous. They get
Yeah.
jealous. I'm spewing some hate tonight. I got hate in my heart.
Oh,
Let it
Jerome
out.
Jones, he's been around since the first time I ever saw you guys live, bro. I ain't
Oh
never
yeah.
talked to him, but I think everybody in your community, you know what I mean, bro? There's a good group of all of us guys that work hard. And I see the names, Mike Nine Toes, everybody that you see, like, they're good people, dude. And I don't know. I just feel glad to be a part of a community that's of good people.
Well, yeah. Killians, I've said this 100 times on my YouTube channel, right? I am never gonna be a big YouTuber. I'll probably never get to like Cassius King's level of
You
subscribers and
never
stuff
know,
like that.
Scott. You never know
Well,
what can happen, though.
what I'm saying is obviously like money's nice, you know what I mean? But the other reality is everybody that joins like my live shows or if I post a video and people comment on it,
Yeah.
like it's almost like like it's a good community. It's a good group of people,
It really
Reed's in the
is,
house
bro.
tonight.
Yeah, it
Griff
really
is in
is.
the house, and it's like, I mean, everybody else I mentioned a little bit ago too, like they're the same people, man, that have
Oh, yeah.
been like kind of at my channel since day one, which was DIY and Cash is King, like helping
Oh,
me.
yeah.
But
Bro,
yeah,
I
even
barely, I
you, like
barely
when
knew
I
you
met
guys,
you.
bro. Like I'd only been knowing you guys for maybe 6 or 8 months, maybe about a year. And I had that damn near fatal motorcycle accident, bro. And there was people in that comment section. I'm not going to sit here and bullshit, bro. There's a people in you guys' community. There's about, I don't know, all of them really are good people, but they was people. I was sitting here crippled at this household, and I was crippled. I couldn't even
Crippled.
go to the restroom, and I didn't know what I was going to do, bro. And between DIY Cash and they got a little group of pool of people, like they bailed me out of a financial hole, bro. And I never met the people in person. Like they paid my bills up right here, like a damn, I don't know what you want to call it, like a community, like a charity. And they bailed me out, bro, and made it to where I could get back to leasing my truck. I didn't lose my truck, and I'm forever grateful, bro. Like I hate technology in a lot of ways, but in a lot of ways, I appreciate it because it made me not lose my home. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't lose my lease truck, and I didn't like people helped me, and I don't know. I'm just forever grateful of the community that you guys have pulled up. And like anytime I've ever called you, or anytime you ever had a one-on-one, Scott, like in any man-to-man conversation, you've always I'm glad to have you on my call log and my call list. I can call somebody that is real. It's hard to find like real people these days. And between you, Cash, and DIY, and there's about 15 or 20 other ones, but you guys all helped me out, bro, in a time of need, and I didn't know what I was going to do. It was a dark time, and you guys
Yep.
bailed me out. It's been about 2 summers ago, but you guys are always in my heart, man. You or anybody in y'all's community ever calls me needs help, it don't matter where the hell you're at. You can be in Idaho, and I'm down here in Florida, Georgia, and I'll come and help you guys because you guys helped me, and I never forget that. You know what I mean? And I really mean that, man. Like you guys helped me in a time of need.
Well, thank you for the kind words. I appreciate it, Killians. The other thing is though, like you're the same way, man. If I talk to you, like when you talk to somebody and you know what you're gonna get, type of
Yep.
thing. You know what I mean? Like I get that when I talk to you, and
Oh
and
yeah.
I'm joking here, but it's the truth. If I'm talking to you and you tell me, "Oh, I got a 20-minute phone call," I know I'm going to talk to you 6 months down the road. Like,
Hey,
and I'm not
it goes
saying that
both ways, buddy
you're
boy.
you're 100% right, bro. I am not I'm not
But
hating on you. I'm
we
just
don't
saying,
mean no
yeah,
harm. There's no harm intended.
no, but it's real. Like
Yeah.
that's the thing. It's real. I can pick up the phone and call you, or you can call me. It's no different than me calling Cash or talking to DIY. I mean, DIY and I have like kind of two. I mean, he's my friend. I think DIY is a great guy.
Damn good
But
dude, bro. Damn
I
good dude. That's all I gotta say. Damn good dude. DGD. Damn good dude.
I also do business with him. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So
Oh, I know.
there's like two types of relationships there. But
Yeah.
no, this life is. We both have checkered pasts, right? Like
Yep.
I'm not going to divulge certain things, but like I have a checkered past. I know you kind of do.
Yeah.
And when you go through situations in your life, I guess I can only speak for myself. Like a lot of people that I used to run with and hang out with are not part of my life today. There's like one or two people and that's it. So
Yep.
I started from scratch, like trying to like meet people that brought value to like my life. Do you know what
Yep.
I mean? Like weren't living the same lifestyle that I once lived, and I saw that they were like gainfully employed, successful, good parents, good
Yeah. You
like
start growing with them. You
husbands.
start blending in with those people, dude.
Yeah.
If you hang out at the barbershop long enough, you'll get a haircut. That's what my dad always told me. Like, whoever your friends are, that's going to be your future. And you can tell when somebody's good right off the rip. You feel their vibes. And I remember me and you and my wife went out to eat up there. I don't know where in the hell we was at. But I knew right there, that's when you had the beard still, bro. You look way different then. But I knew right then
That
that day, I
was
was
in
like, bro,
Indiana. That was
was
in
it in Indiana?
Indiana. Yeah, that was at that TA. Was it Indiana or Illinois?
Did we eat at Popeyes or where did we eat at? I can't remember.
No, a Jack in the Box.
That was it. I never ate at Jack in the Box before. And I
Neither
remember,
had
yeah, that
I.
was it.
Neither had I.
Bro, you got a good soul on you and you're connected in. And I don't want to say nothing to step on my toes or anybody's toes, but I hope I told you a long time ago, Scott, about 2 years ago, that I wanted to be intertwined with you guys' ordeal. You know what I mean? And I hope whatever's supposed to be will be. But I just want to. I don't know. You got, bro. You very rarely meet new people in your adult life. You meet a million people, but there's only like 4 or 5 that'll stand out. And you guys' little group, bro. I just want to be part of y'all's group.
This dude, Zimmerman Seal Coat, just a bunch of steel belted gear jamming rig jockeys.
Just
That dude,
bullshitting on you.
I used to work with him. That's Zimmerman Seal Coat. That's a good dude. Solid dude. Minnesota boy.
Hey, let's make this ice fishing trip happen, Scott. We gotta hold it. We gotta do it.
Dude, I'll start checking in on it tomorrow.
Well, call me whenever you do, and whatever you need me to do, you tell me. Let's just make it happen this go around.
All right, yeah. Like I said, I'll start calling around tomorrow and try and find a good resort for us to go to. It's gonna be like bougie ice fishing. Let me be clear, because I'm not being mean to you, bro, but I don't want to bring some dude from freaking Georgia ice fishing the way that I want to ice fish, because you're gonna complain the whole time. Like,
I got some pretty thick skin. I can hold some shit back if I need to. If I go.
No, we'll do it. We'll do it the fun way, where we're not like freezing
froze
cold.
to death.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to get that Cash is King guy to come out on the ice with us too.
He won't do it,
talk
will he?
about that later. What?
I don't know. Will he come with us or no?
Man, he said he would. Like, here's the thing. I don't know if Tennessee is considered the South. I think it is because of where I live.
Is. Yeah, Tennessee's the South.
But I talk to a lot of guys from the South that tell me there is no way I would ever go ice fishing. You're the only one that's kind of in my circle that when I bring up ice fishing and I know where you live, you're like, yeah, I want to do it. I've never done it. I want to try it. Other guys are like, no, you're not going to see me out there. And Cash is kind of one of those guys.
Yeah, I think Cash, I love him to death. He's like a cousin brother of mine. We chop it up. But I think sometimes at the end of the day, like, he don't want to, you know what I mean? He don't want to go out there and get raw and get frostbit and go out there, you know what I mean, and have a good ice fishing trip. I think sometimes maybe his skin's a little too thin, you know what I mean?
But I'm not going that far. I'm going to say this. The reason Cash doesn't want to go ice fishing is he looks at the dollars. He realizes he's losing probably $5-6 grand coming ice fishing. So,
Cash should have been a used car salesman. The more I got to know him, hey, he's all about that dollar, boy.
Say hi to a couple other people. Barry's in the Salt Georgia Hot Shots in the house, man.
Hell
hey,
yeah.
If you're still in here, thanks for stopping by, bro. Appreciate it. Yeah, no, man. I will set something up, and like I said, where I want to bring us, it fills up pretty quick, but I know many places that we can go and have a good time. And we'll do it for, honestly, like 3 days is probably the limit. You know what I mean? Because it gets it doesn't get boring. It's just, 3 days is long enough.
Bro, 3 days would be awesome. Hey, bro, was it last winter or was it winter before last that Just Trucking and Everett, we had like 3 or 4 big, was that last winter or the winter before that? When
2 winter, that was supposed to be last winter, and Just Trucking backed out right away. So he ran into DIY Semi, and DIY Semi is like, yo, you know how cold it is, right? And I got a phone call or a text from Justin that said, yo, man, like, I don't think perfect example of somebody from the South who's like, yo, I don't think I can handle that. Which, it was probably that and other things. Justin's a busy dude. But that was stuff. I had stuff going on at home that I had to cancel the trip.
You guys both have some stuff going on. Everybody has some stuff going on. Buddy that got in the tow truck business, remember, he was going to go with us. We had it all planned out. And everybody had a bunch of stuff going on at the time. But I think me and you could put a foundation together. And if anybody want to join in with us, we could do it. But, bro, I want to go ice fishing. Since I was, like, in diapers and I'm watching grumpier old men, I've been wanting to go ice fishing. And I live down here, so we can never do that. But if you plan this stuff out, dude, I'm game. I'm down, and I'm ready. I really want to go.
Well, see, here's another guy, Barry. Barry's from, I think he's from Florida, if I remember right. He said, I ain't gonna ice fish. Hell no. We got bass in the river. We're not ice fishing for bass,
Hell
for one,
no,
Barry.
walleye,
Um,
muskies, fish I've
you,
never
you
caught before, and it's got me excited, boy.
you'll like this, Killians. The lake that I put my camper on, is
Mm,
it's a world class muskie lake and a bass lake. I don't bass
wow,
fish,
dude.
so I'm learning how to bass fish, and it's fun. I it,
I wish we could post
it's
pictures
way
on the
different.
live right now, and I'd like to just cast out about like the last 20 fish I've caught because like what you know, and then what I know, dude, we could intertwine and like I don't know how in the hell to fish for any of the fish you guys catch up there. I have no idea. I'm brand new like a kindergartner. But like, I don't know, we could blend up, dude, because I've got we me and my buddy went to a tournament the other night. There was like 67 boats there, or 72 I think it was 67 boats, and we finished fourth place out of 67 boats in a bass tournament over here. And I've really got into that bass fishing. It's fun, but I just want to see what the other fishing's like. I want to see what it's like to have that ice house. You know what I mean? It seems really exciting. I can't wait to do it. I hope we get to really do it, bro.
I'll start putting in the work tomorrow. Like I said, I deliver in the morning, and then I basically have the day off. I was gonna run in. I got some acquaintances in Delaware. I was thinking of stopping by and saying hi to them, before I make my way up to where I'm picking up my next load. But yeah, I'll start calling places tomorrow because it is a lot of fun, man, and it's a different experience. Um,
It's totally different. I can already see it. It ain't nothing like what I do. I want to see what it's like, bro.
Ice fishing is a little bit of patience and a lot of technology. That's what ice fishing is. Because technology, if you have the right technology, you can find the fish, and then like, this sounds dumb, but like, think of bass fishing. You're working that fish to come out of whatever, wherever it's like hidden, right?
It's natural
Um,
habitat.
yeah, you're working to get that fish
Right.
out and attack the
A bait
lure
you
and
have.
or bait.
You talking about
That's
in ice fishing, bro? Do you guys use they use live scope, don't they? In ice fishing.
So you can use live scope. They have Vexilars, they have Markhams. There's all kind. I use Vexilar, so I don't have a live scope, but I use
Is it
Vexilar.
like live scope though, or no? Or can you see the fish come get the lure, or no?
Yes, yes. So
Fire, dude.
you not
That shit's so cool. People don't understand like how far technologies really went with fishing. It's insane.
so let me be clear. You don't see it in like a video form. You see it in a digital form. So it's got, like, you see the fish, you see your lure, and you're jigging for the fish to come up, right? Or you're bouncing it on the bottom to create, like, where I like to fish, it's kind of flat and muddy. Um, so you're stirring up the bottom of the lake, and you'll see the fish come in. It'll mark it, right? And then you'll watch it. You'll raise up in the water column, and you'll watch that fish chase
Yeah.
your lure, and then all of a
Boom.
sudden your lure's gone, and you see your rod tip just go tip down to the hole, and you know you got the fish.
Scott, bro, let's
um
don't let this winter pass. Let's don't let nothing come in between these plans. I want to do this, bro, and I've got us.
all right, you paying?
I whatever it takes. Don't I know you guys. Whatever it takes. Let's just don't let this shit cancel out because I'm down. I'm game, and I'm ready.
Yeah, I will do, like I said, I'll do my work and start calling places. um but no, let's talk about that a little bit, because you without YouTube and without trucking, I don't know if I ever would have crossed paths with you.
And if I would have
You know what
met
I
you at a
mean?
quick trip
Like,
or at a fuel station up in Wisconsin, Minnesota, it would have been one of them things where we passed each other, and I would have never have met you, bro. So I have to say, if I have to vote it out, vote yes or no on technology and different things of this world these days and new times. I have to vote it in because I've met some people, dude, and I ain't gonna bullshit at all. But I've met some people, not just talking about what the motorcycle wreck, but I've met some people that I will never forget. I could be in a nursing home 95 years from now. and I would still remember this handful of people that I met, and I would have never met you guys if it wasn't for YouTube. You know.
Right. So this trucking life says definitely sounds fun. Y'all all have to do a live while you're up there. I did do
Yes,
a
sir.
live.
Yeah, you
I did
did,
do
bro.
a
That's what
live,
got me really thirsty for it.
and
That
I
it's
actually
always in
caught a
my
couple of
mind, like, dude,
fish.
why did Peyton get? Why does he get to do this fishing that I've never got to try, bro? And I got to try it, bro.
So here's the thing: everybody from the north, like they're when it comes to winter time, being where I'm from, you play hockey, you ski, you snowboard, and you ice fish. Like that's really
Yeah,
snowmobile and stuff like that, right? There are activities to do in the winter time, but the older you get, like I would like to come down to where you are in the winter time.
we need to do a
You know
double
what I mean?
duo. Yeah, hey, look, we need to go. We need to do a double deal. We need to do the ice fishing thing. And then we need to do a southern ordeal, bro. Like we talked a little bit about it, but we need to do a 50-50 thing. And like where you get a good dose of where I'm from and what we do. And I do the same thing up where you guys are at, bro. Like man, I can't wait. When
So
is the best month to do this, Scott? Like what is it, February, January, March? What?
for ice fishing,
Yeah.
February. Well, February is probably the best month.
The
Um,
coldest.
well, by that time, no, not yes, it's cold, but March everything ends. Fish houses have to, depending on where you are, the end of February. If you're up in northern Minnesota, it's like March something. That fish houses have to come off the ice. But February is just a good month, man. I mean, so there's a thing in Minnesota called first ice. That's kind of when a lake has like 4 to 6 inches of ice on it. It's very sketchy, but the water, like the whole lake, hasn't gotten super cold yet, right? So
Right.
if you go at first ice, a lot of the fish that we're going after, that we're targeting, are still coming into shallow water to feed because the water hasn't gotten too cold for them yet.
Right.
Um, Now, where I want us to go fishing, we don't have to worry about that. If we go up there in February, we're fishing in, you know, 35, 45 feet of water, and that the water column down there stays the temperature that it is. It doesn't really get warmer, doesn't really get colder. It stays that temperature kind of stays year round. And that's where the fish go and hide out. You know what I mean? Um,
Can you pull like a 1500 or 2500? Can you pull like a four-door pickup truck up? Can you pull a full-size pickup out on that ice and it won't break?
that you drive semis on it.
Hey, look
Dude,
here.
it's
I ain't trying to get on
it's
with the
four
details.
four and a
It's like
half feet thick, 5 feet thick
look
in
within the
certain
so
parts.
look here. We're about to be in October here soon. So
Yeah.
Scott, like over the next month to 3 months, please send me the list of the necessities that I need to have gathered up of what I need to have to do this shit comfortably. And like, if there's a couple more people that wanted to join us that was on our level, you know what I mean? I don't know if there's anybody out there that would like to go, but I know, bro. I swear to God, when the last time when it canceled out, I ain't gonna lie, dude. I had a depression for about a month. I was like, damn, like that's something I've always wanted to do. I can't just go do it by myself. And my wife obviously ain't down to go ice fishing. And none of my other buddies are like, they're in the South. But we got to make it happen this go around, bro. We got to make it happen.
We will. We will.
Don't
There,
back out
there,
on
there,
me this go around.
there
I understand if
there's a
like a family life, if something happens that knocks us out of it, I get it. I really do. Family first.
so
But I think we can make it happen if we really want to. I think we can.
there's a great comment here from Barry that says, "Be careful, Fate. Don't let the Georgia Bulldog get you. He eats people up on the football field, and he may not appreciate people from Minnesota either." Well, you know what I have to say to that,
Hey,
Barry?
what the hell is Barry?
Who let the dogs out? Do you see what?
Who
Oh,
let the
wrong side.
dogs out?
Do you see this? This is a Minnesota Bulldog national championship winner in college hockey. So this is our Bulldog, and I'll put it up against a winter Georgia Bulldog any day of the year, and we'll see who's got the biggest if you know what I mean.
Cojones.
Yes.
Bro, I'm
Sorry, I'm
glad you invited me on the live tonight, Scott. I ain't. Damn it,
putting
boy.
this back up.
There's about to be some big changes going on over here in my world, bro. And I ain't gonna lie, dude. I am really like my anxiety's up. There's a bunch of things going on that I don't know. I like talking to you. I like talking to Cash. I like talking to people that's like, it's like there's just some things there's about to be some big things that I've anticipated for 3 whole years with this truck right here in the driveway. And like it's just got my nerves up, bro. And I can't wait for the next 2 or 3 weeks to pass by. Like to get on past this chapter and see, I talked to you the other day and I just me and my wife's talked about it, me and my mother, and we've all talked to my family, like, and I don't know exactly what I've got sighted in on the scope yet, but like I got some big things about to happen in 2 weeks. And I ain't gonna lie, I don't know if it's gonna be an easy transition, like getting this title of this truck. Like I've paid $136,000 on this Kenworth. And like at the end of the day, like I've learned a bunch of lessons, but like the next 2 weeks, like if this company wanted to pull something shady or do something funny, they could pull a stunt on me. And I've learned like, dude,
Listen,
I
hold on.
don't
I
never
don't
put.
mean.
Oh boy, I've learned a lot about leasing. Don't not. Oh man, bro. If I'm ever grounded out, bottomed out with nothing, I got to see you. And I went to work at a company driver place now. But if I wanted to be an owner operator, I had that desire. I would never, ever, in my wildest dream, ever do a lease purchase from a company again. Like unless it's this one individual, but that's beside the point. But like because I've got 3 years invested in this truck. And these people could pull the rug out from under me right now, like some kind of little technicality or something. I'll just be glad, bro. Like in 14 days from now, I'll be a different Nathan. I've been so like nerved up, dude, because I've got so much invested time and like so much, maintenance and repairs. And like this truck's got new tires all around it, new brakes, new rotors, new everything is new on it. Like it's ready to run. But it ain't mine yet. You know what I mean? The title ain't mine. Even though I've got all the. I've just been through a really anxiety up point in my life that I've never really been at before, up until now. And like Cash and you and even DIY and everybody you hear like, yeah, that lease, it looks good when you hear about it, but on paper when you get to the end of it, and I'm living that right now, and I just can't wait for this night. It's been a 3 year nightmare. I can't lie, bro. Like it's
Okay.
been a nightmare. I've been serving a prison sentence. Like and it's just crazy. I just can't wait for it to be over with, bro. Like I've been in a bad spot, like mentally, over this damn truck right here. Like, and there's so many better ways you can go about getting a truck than leasing a truck from somebody. Like, and I always read that super fine print, dude, because that super fine print will be what bites you in the ass right here when you're least expecting it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't
Right.
know. I'm glad you had me
But
on. I didn't mean to talk your ears slap off, but in 2 weeks from now, I'm gonna have a new setup, a new direction, because this truck finally will be mine, or it won't be. I don't know. You know what I mean? But we'll see. Hopefully, they're just going to hand the title off and we're good because I've followed every rule. I booked my own freight for 2 years, and I'm not. You know what I mean? I've not went outside of their boundaries, of their guidelines, their rules, and I got 2 weeks left on it, so we'll see. You know what I mean? I just
so let me interrupt you here real quick because I figure you could keep talking for another 15, 20 minutes if I don't say something. Um,
Hey, you're exactly
uh,
right, bro.
I know I
I
am.
got
I've
too much
talked to you on the
anxiety
phone
bottled up
before.
in me, Scott. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Yeah.
You made a statement earlier about how worried you were about the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, it's very
And
bad.
and this is the best advice I ever received was you have to live in the moment. You have to live right now. You cannot worry about what's going to happen tomorrow or
Or
the
the
next
past.
day or yeah, like you have to live in the moment, man. If you don't live in the moment, you just said it right now. You have so much anxiety about what the next couple of weeks are going to hold. The reality is, and I'm saying this with the utmost respect,
It's going to be what it's going to be
it's going to be
regardless.
what it's going to be, and you're not in control of it.
You're
Like,
exactly right.
you just got to accept that. And you
Yep.
got to, whatever happens, good, bad, or indifferent, it's a
It's a
learning
lesson learned in
experience.
life. No matter
Yes.
what
And you
happens,
move
it's a
on from it.
lesson. Yep.
You don't, I'm not being mean here, okay? Don't cry about it. Sulk for a day. Then put your boots on and figure out a plan. Like, and I'm not saying that directed towards you. I'm
No,
just
I
saying
know.
that
Yeah.
in general, man. Like
Oh, yeah.
we waste so much time worried about the things that we don't have control over, you can control your controllables, and that's it. You know what I mean?
Like that
After
Serenity
that,
Prayer, you can just things you can't control, you can't control. Things you can, things you know what I'm saying. I get it, man. But this has been a 3-year lesson, and I've learned a big lesson. I couldn't never put it in words where nobody can ever understand. But the whole lesson of all this is patience. You
yeah,
get gun ho, you want something, you want it now, you're going to end up losing your ass in the long run because what I've paid for this truck, I wouldn't go back and redo it if it all works out like it's supposed to. But at the same time, dude, I could have bought like 2 or 3 of these trucks for what I've really and truly paid for this truck. You know what I mean? But it's just, I'm only had a CDL. October will be 4 years, so I'm a new CDL holder. But I got in the game and I learned a hard life lesson, dude. Like, it's like these lease purchase things, they're not for the faint of heart. And 9 times out of 10, you're going to get raped out of whatever you're doing. It's going to be a lot of time lost. And I just hope it ain't like that with this because it's just like what you said. We can't worry about tomorrow. I just got to live for the moment, and we'll see in the next 14 days what it is. And I can't wait to talk to you first off, and Cash, and other people. I just can't wait to see how this really ends out because I've got the money in the accounts right now to go ahead and pay it out. So it's like I don't think there's no way legally they could fuck me out of it. Excuse my French. But we'll just see in the next 2 weeks. We'll just see what it is. You know what I mean? Well, it'll be a clear picture of what this company really is and what their values are because I've worked my ass off for these people. That I ain't missed a beat. You know. And if they screw me out of this truck, then that's on them, and I'll walk away gladly. But that's on them. Karma don't let up, and it is what it is. But I just can't wait for it to be over with, bro. I got a new baby now that I wasn't anticipating, through the lease, and things have changed up in my trucking life, and I just want to get this over with, dude. Like this thing has been a monster, bro. My fixed costs and the percentages off the loads and the fuel how it is and the rates being low, like it's been almost like an unsurvivable situation. But
right.
somehow I've survived it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like you said earlier, it's life lessons.
Yeah,
You've learned a route of getting a truck that you feel like you would never do again. And that's the
never.
important thing. You know what I mean? And that I don't know what I'm like, that's just life, man. And
Yeah, it is.
I'm not trying to make light of situations or anything like that, but like you said, you're
Yeah,
you're a new father again to an
yeah,
infant. You have life choice, you know what I mean? Like your life has changed dramatically over the last, you
dramatically,
know,
bro.
however many months. And yeah, I mean, we all face those times in life where, you know, we question, what we're going to do next, or if what we're doing is, what we want to stay doing. We all question that stuff, you know what I
When I
mean?
first
And
seen you when I first seen you on the live, bro, and you got into the owner operator game, like I remember these things like they just happened. And I remember like being like, dude, I wish I was in that dude's shoes. Like, and I run my stuff through your outfit, and I had a thing on my record where they needed to wait longer, so it kept me like away from there, and it kept me dammed up into this. But like in reality, I look back at it now and I see like there's a million ways better to get a truck if you got a burning desire to have one of these trucks and keep the maintenance up and the taxes and everything that goes with them. It ain't what meets the eye. And you know what I'm talking about, Scott. There's a lot more to this owner operating than what meets the eye. There's a big old world to it that nobody really knows until you get deep off in it. But if there's a million ways to get a truck better than doing a lease purchase to somewhere. And a lot of people's like, oh well, that's the only way I can do it. Nah, bro, you got other ways you can do it. And if I had to go back, I'd have just worked my little company job I had. I'd have saved back some dollars, and I'd have waited till certain outfits could have took me on, and I'd have had a much breezier way through this. But it's been like a shark's out, after me out past the buoys, out in the lake or river somewhere, like, and it's been tough. But we'll just see how it ends, man. I don't know. I think it's sharpened me. It's made me a stronger individual as a whole, because like out of 56 trucks, I'm the only guy that completed this thing. Everybody else at this company now is company drivers. Nobody could withstand it, and it's finally about to come to an end. Whatever the outcome is, it's about to finally come to an end, man.
well, that's good. Let
Yeah.
me, you made a comment like, when I started this, you kind of
Oh, I
wish you're in
remember
my
all of it just
shoes.
like it just happened. Every bit of it.
uh, I'm going to say something, and I don't mean it to be like mean, but
So yeah,
it might come across like that. Okay.
no, Don't worry about it. Just say what you.
Because you said that you've had your CDL for 4 years and you've been in a lease purchase for 3.
Yep.
I was a company driver for over 20 years before I made the decision to
That's
do
that
what
whole
I
lesson
chose
on
to do.
patience. I should have
Now,
had more patience.
now, could I have become a lease owner operator at 15, 20 years ago? I could have, but I knew, like, after a few years of experience in this industry, that was not the route that I wanted to take.
See, and
You
I
know
was
what I
so
mean?
brand new, I didn't know these things, dude.
Right.
But everybody
So,
told me, dude, don't do that. Everybody told me, but I was thick headed. I wanted to do things my way. And yeah, I should have had a little more patience, bro. That's where, like, your age and your your time in the industry,
you
it
call me
shows.
old?
You done it. You done it a much more safer, right? And you thought about it and you had it planned out better. Where I just jumped out past my head without no swimmies on. I couldn't swim. You know what I mean? And then the whole time when I found out about 8 months in when they stole money off that load, I don't know why, like it set with me so crazy. Everybody's like, dude, don't trip out because everybody in the industry, they do those kind of things. It ain't like nothing personal. And I told the people at this company, I was like, dude, I'll bring the truck back to you today, or you guys let me start booking my own loads. And they're like, well, you think you can do better than us? And I said, dude, it's clear that you guys stole like $1,700 off me on the load. So I know I'm not going to steal from myself. I don't know what I'm doing. I've never booked a load. I don't know how to even do it. But I think I can navigate and make it better than I have more trust in myself. And it took off. This Christmas will be 2 years ago, and I started booking my own freight, and I didn't have no idea what in the hell I was doing. And I got, there's a bunch of shit weighing on me, but I was like, dude, I'll turn the truck back in. And if worse comes to worse, I'll go be a company driver somewhere. It don't matter. I'm going to give it all I got. And maybe it's, when you set off into booking your own loads and you don't have no idea what you're really doing, you know what I'm talking about, Scott, because you book your own loads, before, and I know what you got going on now, but it's a big deal to start booking your own loads. It ain't just a cup of tea like people think it is. It's a big deal. Then the whole industry going down, the rates and everything, how it got ugly. You know what I'm talking about. And I just hope I got a checkered flag where I've got this title. And I hope it was all at least worth something at the end. We'll find out in 14 days.
Right. Otherwise, you do have an option.
It's scary.
You have an option.
I've had an option for about a year because I got another truck
Well,
sitting.
I
But
got a better option. You can get on a motorcycle and get hit by an Uber driver and not a Dodge pickup truck. You lucky son of a bitch.
hey, that's pretty. I need to do a video just on that story. Not even related to trucking, but that was a lucky thing that happened. That I can walk. I'm not dead. And then the guy that ran me over was like a millionaire. You know what I mean? He was
No,
generous too. He wasn't a tightwad. So it
no,
really,
I'm
what I mean,
just,
it came out good though. It's a pretty crazy situation with all that too.
it's something you
Get hit
should,
with an Uber driver.
yeah, that's just craziness. But, yeah, no, Nathan, like things in life happen for a reason. And
Yeah,
sometimes the things that happen are not what we want at the moment to happen, but they happen.
yeah,
And then, hindsight, 10 years down the road, we realize why it happened. You know what I
yeah,
mean? Um, and that's just life. But I think a lot of people, since we're kind of talking about this right now, I've never done like a lease purchase like you did. I think it's pretty clear that the first truck I ever owned, I did buy through DIY's carrier. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
I did do that, but I also showed up to his house with a wad of cash that I had worked my ass off for and saved and said, here. And I was in a position that I could have gone out myself and purchased a truck. I happened to listen to what DIY was saying to me, as difficult as that was, because how do I say this? Like, I have more experience in the industry than DIY does. Like, like the combined amount of time that I've been in this industry is more than he has. But did I have the experience in being a business owner and operating successfully? No, I didn't. That's the key. He did. And I put down my idea of, oh, I come with this much experience, I know everything, and I listened to him and Cash. I mean, I used to talk to Cash 3 or 4 times a day before all this happened because I was so scared of taking the risk. You know what I mean? My
Big
income,
risk, boy.
yeah, my income supports my family. There's 5 of us. My income is it. You know what I mean? So at the time I was scared. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? But I look at where I am today and wish I would have done this 5 years ago, 6 years ago. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Um, but like I said, everything happens for a reason, good, bad, or indifferent. It
Yeah, it does,
happens
man.
for a reason. I might not understand the reason at the time, but after
Sometime you'll
time,
understand
I
though.
will.
Yeah, you will. In time, you'll understand why everything's what it is.
Yep. But anyways, how long you home for?
Uh, let's see. It's not. I got to be in damn. I got to do about 100 mile deadhead in the morning. Or I've not got to leave here till about 11:30 Eastern time in the morning.
Oh, okay.
But I've been off work for the last. Well, I went and hauled a load to Chicago, then back to Florida this week. But I've been before that. I was off work for 3 weeks, and then I've just been like, bro, the end of this lease, I've been just like, because I came up to the boss guy, and me and him, I thought we had a clear understanding. Because in the very beginning, I had a Freightliner that I was leasing, and I signed the papers on it, and it paid off in 9 months. Well, the first load I went to took with it, it had some electrical issues. And I texted the boss man right on the spot, and I was like, dude, this truck's got electrical issues. Like the gauges were all acting funny, and the lights were acting funny. And he's like, well, I'm going to put you in this loaner truck. And while we put that truck back in the shop, and then, like a week from now, you get back in it and we're good. And I was like, okay,
Right.
well, he put me in this, and that was in 2021. That's 3 years ago, in this brand new Kenworth. Well, once I got to driving this brand new damn Kenworth, I was like, bro, what can y'all do me on a lease deal on this? And he's like, what do you mean? He said, they're usually 5 years. I said, well, I ain't going to do that. He said, well, what do you mean? I said, the longest I'll do a lease on a truck is 3 years. I can't do it no longer than that. And I really want it less than that. Like, make the payment, whatever you got to make it. And he made it for 3 years.
I'm losing you, Killians.
Oh, shit. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I can hear you. You're pretty robotic though.
Walk close to the house. Can you hear me now or no?
I can still hear you, but like I said, it's really choppy.
You or what?
I can't make out anything you're saying, bro.
Oh, shit.
No.
Hey, look.
Anyways, that's Killians. That's the Mackinac kid who's probably crossing the Mackinac Bridge right now. Um, oh, you keep coming in and out. Oh, come on, man. Here, I'm gonna put you in the background. Um, give me a thumbs up. I'll check on you. All right. Well, that was Killian's, and now we're experiencing some technical difficulties. It's that great Florida Georgia line internet service. It's kind of like the Wisconsin internet. I think they're still on American Online. So insult, what's up, brother? Cheap freight hauler. Um, oh no, man, you don't have to go. Going to bed, bro. Thanks for having me on. All right, guys. Killian's is going to bed. Um, Bummer. I wanted to talk to him some more. He's got a lot going on, obviously. You can tell from everything he was saying. But yeah, it's been a pretty good day today. I haven't done much. I drove 130 miles after getting loaded and I'm shut down now. I'm like, I don't know, 18, 19 miles away from where I deliver. Um, Cheap Freight Hauler says, got to get closer to the house. Insult investors in the house. It's going good, Cheap Freight Hauler. We're just hanging out tonight. We had Killian's on earlier. Cash is King and I tried to go live and we couldn't make it work. So, yeah, I decided to go live. And now I don't really know what to talk about because my special guest said he needed to go to bed. Um, But yeah, things have been good. I have not experienced a big shift in rates, what I make, what my company generates. I have noticed that the longer, I mean, this is pretty obvious, the longer I stay out, the more turns I do, I'm having very good months. That is a little bit difficult because I got used to being home a lot. Um, I would usually go home after like 9 days out on the road, go home for like 3 days, 4 days, then get back on the road. So the last, I don't know, probably 3 months, um, I've chosen to stay out. Like the month of August, I took the last 3 days of the month of August off, and that's what I'm starting to do: run 3 or 4 weeks at a time, and then go home. Um, it's turned out to be really like profitable. Um, Obviously, I have to work to generate revenue, but um, that's probably the biggest thing I've noticed in this market is before I could run 2 weeks, like I said, I could run 9 days and be okay and take 3, 4 days off. It's not that I can't be okay, it just doesn't get me to the level I want to be at. I got some plans, some things that I want to do, and for me to do the things I want to do, I need more money. Pretty simple. So yeah, just been working a lot, man. Hustling every day. I did go to the Ice Cube concert last time I was at home. I'm sure none of you care, but my oldest and I went and saw Ice Cube. That was super cool. So I mean, I grew up listening to Ice Cube, watching, Boys in the Hood, all the movies, even like um what is that, Ride Along and stuff like that back in the day. So it was cool to go to his concert, and the venue it was at was a small venue, so you were close. He puts on a great show, man. Absolutely great show. Um, Cheap Freight Hauler asks, "How's the International?" International's doing great, guys. Very low maintenance costs on this truck. Knock on wood. I am getting up there in miles now. I'm at 474,000 miles. So I think in the next 20,000 miles, I'm gonna get the overhead adjustment done. I'm just gonna go through it. I'm gonna probably get new DPF filters, or at least have them taken out and looked at. Because when I run my tool on the truck, it says that my DPF filters are only like 4 or 5% full, which makes me think maybe they were replaced or baked before I bought the truck. Um, I, but that seems strange to me because I bought the truck with 320,000 miles on it, I think. Um, so yeah, I think come right about 500,000 miles, I'm going to do a lot of stuff to the truck just to make sure it lasts. Um, it's almost it's almost paid off, which is a good thing. Um, and then I don't know what I'm gonna do. Do I run for a while with no truck payment again, or I'm at the point where the next equipment I buy, trucks and trailers, are gonna have everything I want on them. The trailer is gonna have it's gonna be the exact trailer I want. The truck's gonna have everything on it that I want. Cheap Freight Hauler put on over 14,000 miles in 1 month. That is crazy, bro. That is crazy. I don't run that hard. Um, I don't run that hard. I also don't need, like, I don't need to. I don't know how I could generate that kind of mileage. Because I run from the Midwest to the East Coast and back to the Midwest. And even if I work all month, I'm putting on, well, last month I only put on 90, what was it? I looked it up the other day, like 9,400 miles. Um, yeah, I don't know what I would have to do to get 14,000 miles. Maybe run from California to the East Coast and back. That's a lot of miles, man. Um, But I think you do a lot of those like nursery loads, or at least I know you used to do a lot of those nursery loads. I've never done one of those. Heard they're profitable though. Just never done one. Kind of lost my train of thought. Getting tired now. Yeah, so we got a delivery, or I got a delivery tomorrow morning at CNS. Not looking forward to that. I'm gonna be there for hours. That's all right because I got nothing else to do. Um, what my plan was, so I ran through my 70 pretty quick, right? I didn't run it out. Yeah, squirrel. I I just worked a lot in the beginning of like when I started my 70-hour clock, I worked a lot, and then I was like, man, my recaps are going to be weird. Like, cause I worked a lot of hours and then I worked a lot of short days. Cause when I do this multi-stop stuff, some of my days are only like 6 hours long. You know what I mean? I do 4 or 5 stops, but they're all, I might only put on 110 miles. Um, well, I have a big stop that I'm picking up that has, or a big delivery that has 10 stops on it. And I wanted to make sure I had a good clock. So I ended up getting a reset in between my last load and the load that I picked up today. I was able to get 34 hours in. Um, but what I did prior to that was I didn't book anything for tomorrow because I wanted to take tomorrow off to recoup some hours. So now I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow. Like I said, I got some friends in Delaware. Might give them a call and see what they're doing. Swing by and BS with them for a while. Otherwise, yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Maybe go see a movie. As long as I don't hit a curb. I am out on the East Coast. Can't believe I did that. Destroyed my truck like a month after owning it. But now I'm driving with big holes in the side of my truck. I still haven't gotten it fixed. Anyways, I normally don't run that. Oh, Cheap Freight Holler says, I always want to read it, but it's so small up there. I normally don't run that hard either, but it's summertime, which is like my vacation time. Made a trip from Georgia to Washington State and then back, also Georgia to California and back. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. That's how you put on that many miles. That's areas I've never, dude. I realize that you all truck like way different than me. And I'm not saying that's wrong. It's just, everybody operates differently. I run the exact same lane like all the time. And it gets boring. But it's also like I know where I'm going. I know every fuel stop. I know where like hidden gems are to spend the night. Um, you know, I've traveled past I-35 like 3 times in 4 years. I did go to New Mexico, and then from New Mexico, I think I went back to Wisconsin or something. Man, that's a nice truck. It's a nice truck with fuel this cheap, man. My dream truck. Maybe I pulled the trigger on that. Who knows? Um, you stole my thunder. Dang you, Scott. LOL. What thunder was that, man? What did I say or do? I don't even know anymore. I'm tired and I feel like I'm just rambling. But there's still 17 people in here. So might as well keep going live. It's fun. And I gotta get back into vlogging. Like Salt Georgia Hotshot was in here earlier, and the amount of content that these creators put out. I mean, there's a reason their channels are so big, and there's a reason they, get 10, 11,000 views on their stuff because they put out consistent content. That's something. When my channel really took off, when I was like at like 3,000 subscribers, took off. I got like 5,000 subscribers, right? But I gained like 2,000 subscribers in a matter of a couple of months. And I remember how difficult it was for me to get to a 1,000. Never thought I would be at the subscriber count that I am now. But the reason that happened was I was consistently putting out videos. I had so many videos that I had shot that I could do it like every other day and not run out of content. Well, then I went on vacation and did some other things and just kind of was like, man, this is a lot of work. Like editing a video when I park at night was getting overwhelming. And I was just like, I'm going to take a break. Well, then once I took a break, I didn't want to pick the camera up again. Like it just got difficult. And then there's this other guy. Go check out his channel. Somebody in the comment put his link in there. Go to his channel page. It's called Trucking City Media. This guy is doing podcasts a couple of times a week where he allows people to sit on a panel or call into a show or email, and it's kind of like a news podcast for trucking, right? But it's different in the sense that he like he takes everybody's opinions, you know what I mean? And it's kind of like an opinion piece podcast. Trucking City Media. Go check it out. And I sit on that panel and do live shows with him every now and then, and it's a really good channel, man. And I enjoy doing that. So like that takes me away from doing my own stuff. Um, but it's a cool channel. Like I really think his channel like will take off one day because it's cool content. It's different. It's something different in the trucking world. You know what I mean? It's a different style of having interaction on YouTube in the trucking realm. You know what I mean? And I find that pretty cool. Um, but yeah, there it is. Thank you, Cheap Freight Hauler. You put his link in the comments. I appreciate that. Go check out that channel. Subscribe to that channel. Leave a comment to saying that I sent you there. I don't get anything for it, but it's cool because there is a guy that sits on the panel that has like 160,000 subscribers. And I'm always battling with him at how many people we can draw to this other channel. And I think my community, even though I have a fraction of the subscribers that this other guy has, I think I have like more of a cult following than he does, if that makes any sense. Um, with a big subscriber, but he's actually on his way to almost 200,000 subscribers, dude. That's freaking crazy. Crazy. Couldn't imagine having that big of a channel. I think I'd be scared. Um, but yeah, I'm so bored. I don't know. Has anybody got anything they want to add? Leave a comment. Otherwise, I'm just boring you, trying to think of stuff to talk about because I've kind of ran out of things to talk about. It was nice that Killian's came on. Once again, congratulations to you and your wife, Nathan, on your baby boy. Absolutely adorable. Yeah. I would like to say it gets easier. It really doesn't. Like parenting just changes. You know what I mean? At my house, there's a 20-year-old, 19-year-old, and 17-year-old, and I don't think it's gotten any easier. It's actually at times gotten harder because it's just so different. This guy's backing up now. Oh, I wonder if he's going to take this spot. Beautiful looking Peterbilt that he's got. Pulling an end dump. Here, you know what? I think I can turn the camera around, can I? Camera. Oh, nope. I don't know how to do it. Here, maybe if I go like this. It's a pretty nice setup he's got there. I don't know if y'all were able to see that or not. Rap sucks. Am I still with DIY? Yes, of course. I'm still leased on to DIY. I don't. Oh, hold on. Cheap freight hauler. When you get another trailer, are you going new or slightly used? I'll probably go slightly used. Um, I have a very difficult time purchasing anything brand new. Um, when it comes to like vehicles or trucks, and I have a very hard time buying anything new. So I'll probably be slightly used. Um, but who knows? We'll see when that time comes. Not quite there yet. And the trailer I have is a really, really good trailer. Like I said a while ago, though, there's some things that I might want to do which would require me to buy more equipment. Um, but the new trailer, when I get a new trailer, it's going to be what I want. Um, Gary Bates, are you still with DIY? I am, Gary, and congratulations on your new venture. For all you that didn't see this Trucking Life live show, was that yesterday? Gary Bates is now at Walmart. Congratulations on that. Uh, yeah, thanks, Insult. Appreciate it. Rap sucks? No, 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 no. Don't say that. Don't say that. I listen to a lot of old school rap, or I listen to a lot of people that aren't like super freaking mainstream, you know. Cheap Freight Hauler says empty nesters here. Yeah, I kind of look forward to that, and I kind of don't. Like, it's going to be weird. Um, Part of the reason why I bought the camper was because of that. You know what I mean? Um, Matter of fact, my wife left the house today and went up to the camper with the dog. She's just gonna go up there until like Thursday or Wednesday night and hang out. And um, my brother's got a place not far from there, and same with my mom and dad. So I think she's gonna hang out with them, but it's also a good place for her to go and relax and just enjoy the rest of summer. Um, Cheap Freight Hauler says, I'm wanting another trailer. Got a good price on a new utility, exactly how I want, but it's about 50K. Found some 3 year old trailers that have most of what I want for about 30. Well, obviously money plays a role in everything that we do when we own businesses. The only advice I can give, and it's advice that I need to listen to, is buy what you want. Because if you buy something based on price, you're going to look at things that you want to add to it, that when you add up the price of everything you want to add on to the equipment you have, it might be the exact same price of the thing you wanted. Does that make sense? You know what I mean? I don't think I'm going to settle for things anymore. I think if I decide I want something, I'm just going to get it. Um, Now I say that, but things could change. You hate country too? Oh, you like rock, metal? You seem like a metal guy. Insult. Remember when I thought you were a troll? Think how long ago that was. But yeah, no, like I was saying, man, I think, like take for example this truck. This truck had like 90% of the stuff I wanted when I bought a truck. Now the stuff that I'll say 80. There's 80% of the things I wanted in a truck. The things I want to add to this, I'm not going to add to it because it just doesn't make sense for me to add it to this truck. One of them is an APU. I want to get an APU on this truck, but when I think about it, and I was just quoted a new APU on this truck. I have a generator and a portable AC unit that works. The portable AC unit works freaking fantastic. Freezes me out actually. But you know, I'm not going to spend $15,000 on this truck to put an APU on. Why? Like I said, I'm almost at 500,000 miles. I'll probably get rid of this truck at around 6,000. Like I bet I have 200,000 more miles on this truck before I decide I don't want it anymore, and I'll get something else. Um, that's kind of where I'm at, and I think at that time it's going to be the truck I want is just going to be, it's going to have everything that I want with it. You know, same with my trailer. E-Trac's a must with my next trailer for sure. Anyways, I know I can move an APU, and you know what? When I sold the Mac, I should have taken the APU off of it. Um, I should have. That APU needed some work. If you all remember, that was a refurbished APU that I put on the Mac. It just needed some. It needed a couple of things. It needed a new water pump. Which I should have taken that off and bought a new water pump, and I didn't. My mistake. My mistake. Oh, guys, I'm done. I've had good luck with my green APU. The only thing I don't like about the green APU, and tell me if I'm wrong here, they always stay on. Like they don't shut off unless you shut it off, right? Like if you turn your air conditioner on and you set it to 70 degrees, if it reads 70 degrees, does it shut off or just keep running? Far as I know, the people that I know that have green APUs, I know 2 people, they both tell me they keep running. I don't like that. And maybe I'm wrong, but like, does it have a battery saver? Meaning, what I liked about the Thermo King, especially in the winter time, is when I parked the truck, I could turn it on the battery saver mode. And if it got not just battery saver mode, also engine temperature, I believe it was. When it got too cold, it would turn on, run for an hour and then shut down. And I liked that. Because I would leave my truck for 3 or 4 days, turn that on and come back, and my truck would fire right up in the middle of winter. And I liked that aspect of it. And it didn't burn much fuel at all doing that. Now, if it's super cold out, I just leave the truck run. Whatever. I don't care anymore. Oh, okay. They have a battery saver, but the computer system is not as advanced as the tri-pack. Okay, good to know. Good to know. They're a little cheaper too, if I remember right. I mean, maybe they've gone up in price since I saw a bunch of stuff on YouTube about them, but I don't know. All right, y'all. I'm going to get off here. I'm tired. Going to go to bed. Hope everybody has a good night. Thank you for joining me. And until next time, you know what it is. The battery save. Squirrel, keep on trucking. I'm going to read that last thing. When the battery saver mode, mine will crank up and run for 2 hours. Okay. Take care. And when your coolant needs warming, or when the coolant needs warming. Oh, that's good to know. I'll have to check that out then, Cheap Freight Hauler. Thanks for the information. Yeah, I hope everybody has a good night. Like I said, thanks for joining me tonight. Hopefully someday Cash is King and I can actually do a live together again. And he doesn't get kicked off of YouTube. Anyways, take care, everybody. Later.